Okay.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone. The time is now 6:38, and we will get this public hearing started about the combined annual budget and appropriation ordinance for fiscal year commencing May 1, 2025 and ending April 30th, 2026. Tuesday, October 28th, 2025. This notice is hereby given to the Board of Commissioners for Maywood Park District will hold a public hearing on this proposed combined annual budget on Tuesday, today at the Community Life and Recreation Center, 809 West Madison Street, 60153. And this agenda is as follows. Can I get a roll call, please?
Commissioner Butler, Commissioner Cook,
Here.
Commissioner Johnson,
Here.
Commissioner Rice,
Here.
Commissioner Wells. Present is also Attorney Deidre Rod. Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Line item 2, proposed combined annual budget and appropriation ordinance for FY commencing May 1, 2025 and ending April 30th, 2026.
How we doing, guys?
Please add
Got it.
Commissioner Wells to the roll.
Yes, sir.
Does anybody have any questions?
My question was, I asked the attorney if we have this budget this past last year.
No, you have to pass one every year.
Pardon?
You have to pass one every
I
year.
know that,
Okay, so what's your
but I'm
question?
asking the question, that's what I asked, the previous, this past year of 24, did we pass one in 24?
Yeah,
Okay, now we're doing one,
you passed one for fiscal year 2024 through 2025. And now you're passing one for fiscal year 2025 through 2026.
okay.
Your fiscal
Now,
year begins May 1 of every
I
year.
understand that, I know that, I
Right.
understand that totally, okay,
Right, every year you have to do one.
that I know.
Okay, so I'm not, yeah.
I believe that one ended in April. That's why we had to pass another one. That's why we've been pushing.
April
for this.
30th.
Yeah, April 30th. That's why we've been pushing for
The
a
other
new
one
budget.
that you passed in 2024, expired April 30th, 2025.
Correct.
May 1, 2025 is a new
Another
fiscal year.
Yeah, fiscal years.
Correct.
That I understand. The time I've been here, that I understand.
Okay, so we good?
Okay.
Or did I answer your question?
Partially, yes, but, okay. I'll look and see myself. Okay. Partially, yes, partially, no. Okay.
Good, Commissioner Rice.
For right now, yes, we're not, we're standing to this,
Yeah, I mean,
we're standing to this.
the current board members can't speak to December of last year. I just know that budget ended in April of this year.
Yes, yes.
So I can't. That had to be Attorney D or public comment to who can answer to that. Does any other commissioners have any questions?
Yeah, did we, the budgets that we passed in, June or July from the past years? Is that what we're talking about right now?
Commissioner Rice was talking about the budget they passed last year for the fiscal year that ended in April 30th.
Okay.
So we are now passing our new budget, which we are behind the 8 ball in because that's what we've been working to get done. So we can operate on this new budget for this giving fiscal year, so we can make sure that our budget aligns with our current expenses and revenues.
And so I'm just getting my clarity together. So the budget that we're talking about right now is what we were saying that we had to have posted for the entire month of October, correct?
We had
It's supposed to be talked about and set up and then done in September, posted for the entire month of October.
So
this was talked about in June.
This was talked
Is this that budget that
about.
we're talking about right now?
This was talked about back in August.
August.
Our 30 days wasn't by our next. Well, no. I'm sorry. This was talked about back in September.
Yeah.
This is when we passed this budget. We had to post it for 30 days, which we did,
Right.
and that we couldn't speak on it at our regular. Well, and I'm saying that correctly, Attorney D. Yeah, and we didn't have 30 days to be able to pass it
Right.
at our regular board meeting in October, and now we having a special board meeting to pass it today. So the 30 days wasn't up by our last board meeting, so we have to have a special meeting to pass it. So how we tried to navigate it, initially, it would have worked, but we didn't have the appropriate budget that we wanted to pass, which we was trying to keep. Yeah, it wasn't put forth. We didn't have a budget that was closer to that $1 million mark that we was trying to push the director to pass, and now he got us to there. Our budget is right now is $1 million, I believe. Our regular budget, but our appropriations is $3 million, just in case we get off the do not pay list and get those funds.
Okay.
So I'm trying to look for the total right now right now the estimated expenditures contemplated for fiscal year is $1,014,411
Okay.
right now.
I see that.
And then the appropriations is $3,371,257.15. So that's just in case we do receive that funds from the state,
Yeah.
we are able to spend it. So that's not the budget we should be operating off of. We should be operating off our actual budget, which is $1 million dollars and some change. So we just got to make sure that we are directing the director to give us an actual a budget reality to where we are at our next board meeting to see what's our current expenses, the current revenue compared to our actual budget at our next board meeting. I think that'll be the best way to go, at least before the end of this year, to see how we're spending, how are we keeping up with our budget, budget to actuality.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You said if we're off the non-pay list.
Yes.
There is no clarity yet as far as saying we are or aren't.
Is no clarity just yet. When Director Cheney spoke about we off the do not pay list, that was I would like to say, in my personal opinion, he misspoke, because that was actually stating that we're in a good standing with the comptroller's office because we caught up with our AFRs from 2020 to 2024, and now we have another AFR up that I've been pushing him to get done, and Reverend Bass to assist him to have done by the December 1st extension deadline that he told us that he received. That AFR will be 2025. That will be the fiscal year that since he's been here, and until April 30th. So he needs to get that done. Well, we just passed back in July, and he showed that we are able to get that done, but he just needs to provide the information. Do the physical financial work to be able to release that to the comptroller's office, so we can still stay in good standing with them.
Because there's no clarity.
I'm saying he misspoke because in the email chain that we received from the comptroller's office told us that they were good standing with them, but they told us we need to check with the GATA, the Government Accountability Transparency Act. I want to say, I might say that wrong, and he has to get access to that, which he's working on getting access to. When he get access to that, we will understand what else lies for us to get off the do not pay list, because GATA is a system that distributes the funds, where you get your grants from, everything. So when he gets that done, that we have to be a clearer, more sight about us being off the do not pay list right now, and that's why I said he misspoke, because he doesn't have access to that site. It was still being held by the previous director. So he's working on that right now. I don't know where he's at. I was hoping to get an update at this board meeting about that. The special board meeting about that, but unfortunately he could not make it. So I'll be looking forward to that update, hopefully when he gets back healthy, or by our next regular board meeting, which is in 2 weeks. Any other questions from commissioners? Any public comments? All right, number 3, adjournment.
So move.
Before we adjourn, can the record reflect that there is no members of the public present at this public hearing, with the exception of former Commissioner Reverend Bass?
Okay, let the record reflect that there's no public in the facility at this current moment except previous Commissioner Reverend Bass, who did not want to give public comment.
Is that right?
No comment. No, I've been through all this. I know it.
So,
I can make one small comment. Rice, what happened last year was we passed the budget in November of 2024.
Been doing.
Which is why it seems like you're repeating the same thing over again within a year's period.
Well, that's our question.
So technically,
Well, I do have a question. When should the budget be passed?
I believe the budget should be passed before the end of our fiscal year in April. If that's will be my goal.
That's
Is
what I
going
want.
to this year, our next fiscal year, FY 2027, I will be pushing for the budget to be passed at our April board meeting. So
No, it's not passed at your board meeting. It's gotta be passed within the first quarter of your new fiscal year, so by the end of July.
but it got to be passed within our new fiscal. That is correct, Attorney D. It had to be passed within our first quarter. But I'm be pushing to have an actual budget by our April board meeting, so we can have it a little bit ready in the hand beforehand, so we can show that data that where we actually at, because we can't keep moving forward and just being behind the 8 ball passing budgets. We're doing the best to prevent that next year. So that's gonna be my goal. That's been my goal. Finances since walking through this door, and I will keep it that goal.
I don't
But-
I
have-
got another question.
Go ahead.
That July date, is that based on them passing it,
Mhm.
or it actually being presented and then posted for the 30 days?
Based on our bylaws, it's based on us passing it, so it has to be posted kind of by our 30-day mark, and we could pass it in June or May, June, or July. So if we post it in April and we have our 30 days, we could pass it within those coming months, or at least have a tentative budget that we're working on in April, and should be able to pass it by the end of Q1. So that would be the goal. That'll be a big win, and other things such as getting the data and making sure that information is correct, so we can get this fund, redo some parks, and move forward, whatever we could do with the funds to make sure we're doing our due diligence. But other than that, anything else, I will go to line item number 3, adjournment.
So moved.
Commissioner Butler? Commissioner Cook?
Yes.
Commissioner Johnson?
Yes.
Commissioner Rice? Commissioner Wells?
Yes.
Motion is carried. This meeting is adjourned.